Welcome to Good Management Is Not, the web TV show dedicated to successful management. I'm your host, Joel Quass, author of Good Management Is Not Firefighting. Having owned 4 businesses and worked 35 years in management, I'm here to tell you that there really isn't anything new about management theory, but there are new ways of looking at things. But before we talk theory, I want to talk about the history of management. And before you go, oh no, I want to tell you I have a very special guest. Taking a break from her management responsibilities as supervisor of the Saber-Toothed Tiger Scouting Party, Supervisor Ugh has agreed to reenact her recently being disciplined for not following company policy. She's asked me to play the part of her boss, the tribal elder. Now please welcome, direct from the Stone Age, Supervisor Ugh. Ugh! Thank you for coming, Ugh. Before we start, I want to remind our audience that millions of years before Peter Drucker and Ken Blanchard wrote about management theory, the first managers were the early cavemen and women who organized their tribes into hunters and gatherers. Now let's recreate your getting that corrective from your boss, the tribal elder. Ugh, I've brought you in my office today to discuss your recent performance in the woolly mammoth hunt coordinated with the Smoke River clan over the mountain. As you know, your failure to follow policy 6A on page 47 of the employee agreement resulted in the death of 2 of our hunting party, including Drek, the son of one of our senior managers in the spear-making division. Now, policy 6A states you will not place hunters between the prey and the side of a cliff. Since you decided to do that, I'm going to have to give you a verbal corrective consultation. If this happens again, I'll be forced to give you a written consultation. But I'm sure it won't happen again since you're generally a good supervisor and a team player. But if it does, per company policy, I'll be forced to suspend you for 3 days without pay.
Ugh.
And Ugh, if you can't get this under control and our fellow hunters keep getting killed, I'll be forced to fire you.
Oh.
I'm sure you don't want that to happen, knowing how hard it is to get unemployment in the Stone Age. So can I get your word that you will follow company policy going forward? Good. Now just sign here and get back to your post as supervisor of the Saber-Toothed Tiger Scouting Party. And thank you for taking the time to be with us, Ugh. Now in conclusion, management has been around since the cavemen and women first organized to increase their productivity, while formal management theory is just over 100 years old. Your job as a manager is to perform tasks in such a way that you either increase sales or decrease in expenses, or in Ugh's case, you keep your hunters from falling off the side of a cliff. So tune in again next week, and remember, good management is not firefighting.